Things teachers should know, perplexity issue. If you're a teacher and you haven't heard of this and you're not recommending it to your students, then you really need to watch this and find out about what it is. It might surprise you. So in this video, we're going to be going through what it's for and then how to use it for free. There is a paid model, but the free really is good enough. And just last week, it's brought out a service that rivals the €200 a month ChatGPT version of something similar. So incredible saving right now that you can get absolutely for free to help you out. So diving into it, what is it for? Well, it's for research. It's for when you're looking up facts, if you're doing your extended essay, if you're doing coursework and you want to have in-depth understanding about something, you should be looking at Perplexity to do this. Now, you're basically replacing Google search. All the things that you used to Google search, you should now be putting through Perplexity instead. If you're thinking, why? Well, Google search is great. It's not really, if you think about it. It's the best we've had, but Google search is exactly that. It's a search engine. When you put questions in there, it doesn't give you an answer, it gives you a great big long list, thousands of pages, and you really only look at the top 3 or 4 links. How do you get to the top 3 or 4 links? Well, you can watch my other video and find out about that, but it's also on this screen. But essentially, it's a bit dodgy how it does it. They can either pay, which costs them a lot of money to get up there as an advertisement, or it's going to be to do with some fair things, but other things like how mobile friendly it is. Nothing to do with the quality. All about keywords as well, the word you put in. Instead, what you should be using is Perplexity, which is now a type of AI that they're calling answer engines. Instead of searching, it's giving you an answer, and it's intelligently understanding the questions you ask. Now, if you're thinking though, hang on a minute, that's terrible, I've heard about this. I tried swapping my Google searches for ChatGPT and it kept getting things wrong. It kept hallucinating and making stuff up. Yeah, that's true. But you were swapping it for the wrong thing. You never should have been using ChatGPT like a Google search engine. That's not what it's for. It doesn't, in the past, create evidence of where it's got that. You should have swapped it for Perplexity. What Perplexity does is it intelligently understands your question. It searches through the internet intelligently and it provides an answer, but it shows its sources. So you can click where it's found that answer, which makes far less hallucination. Now, I say in the past, ChatGPT is something you shouldn't have used for that. Well, they've come into this market space over the last month and they've created their own model that is for exactly that, deep research, and that has created a lot of excitement. They've got things that trawl through the internet incredibly effectively to provide answers, but currently that is only on their €200 a month model. Incredibly expensive, but many lecturers around the world are raving about this, saying what it's creating is incredible, but it's inaccessible. Last week, Perplexity just created a rival to that, and you can access it absolutely for free. I'm going to show you how in this video. So how do we access it? Well, couldn't be any easier again if we jump off here. If we go to Google, we just write Perplexity, and again, it's going to be the top link that appears. I click on Perplexity. Now, the best thing about this, if you're not worried about your data, don't want to give anything, well, you don't even have to sign in. I'm not signed in at the moment. I can use this totally for free. Let me demonstrate the sort of thing it can do. So any question, the sort of question you might Google, like, I don't know, what is the average temperature in the Canary Islands? I click return, same way we would Google, but now it's not going to give me a big list. We see it's going to give me an answer. The climate of the Canary Islands is subtropical, blah, 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 blah. Now, but it's also going to cite, so I know I can check going, well, are you making that up? Like ChatGPT used to. Well, I can click on that and it's going to take me to where it's found that information. So it's going to source it. So it's far more reliable. It's even got fantastic things up here. Search images. It's going to show images, climate graphs that go with it. Search videos related. This is just a teacher's dream or a student who's doing the extended essay. This is a great way. Okay, that one doesn't work. But that's using it for free, of course, but we also want to look at what we can do if we sign in. So how do we sign in or sign up? Well, again, Google is probably the easiest way as a teacher. You can just click on your Google account and continue with that, or you can do it with an email, the usual way you'd sign up to anything. You don't need any money, just click sign up. If we do that, I'm going to cross off over here and go to where I have one that I'm already signed in on. I don't pay at all, but now this unlocks something that's even better. This unlocks, when you're signed in, the ability to change. These options here are worth looking at. Pro search, deep research, reasoning models, all of this is in with the free model. And you can see I've got 5 of these per day. You can pay and you have unlimited amounts, but let's be honest, as a teacher, I haven't got time for much more than 5 a day. So that is fantastic. So to test out the deep research, I'm going to go back to one that I've used in a previous video. I'm going to use an IB question, but you can be using, if you're doing a master's or doctorate or anything like that, you should be starting with this. But the extended essay students absolutely should be. So if we go back to this question, this one's an interesting one. To what extent can Oracle's success be contributed to its corporate culture and organizational structure? It's an exemplar one IB have given. Now, this would be the difference with Google and with AI. Do you see it's used the word contributed to, but it doesn't mean that, it means attributed to. That would trick Google search, that would confuse because it would be looking for word matches, but AI doesn't word match. It's not going to have a problem with that. So I'm going to type that question in. I've just copied and pasted it. Make sure I'm on the deep research and I'm just going to click go. Now, this is not a quick thing. This isn't ChatGPT. It's going to search everything. So this is going to start. I'm going to cut and come back after 5 or 10 minutes when it's finished. Let's see what it comes up with. So the research has just come back. It's taken about 5 to 10 minutes, which is a lot quicker than actually ChatGPT, but have a look at what it's done in that time. So if I search on here, you can see its deep thinking, its thought pattern, we won't go through all of it, but it said, I need to do this. It's understood that wrong, incorrect word, contributed. It's gone through 60 sources. It hasn't stopped until it's happy that it's found all of the correct sources. Incredibly complex stuff, I won't show you, but all of its thought process is there. And then it's given an answer. And boy, is it detailed. So the interplay of corporate culture, organizational structure, if we scroll down, and all the time it's citing where it's getting this evidence from. The experts are saying it's a really good answer as well. I haven't looked into this in detail, but citing it, board, executive, leadership, not just a quick old answer, a well thought through and structured answer that's referenced all the way. Absolutely incredible and completely for free. Worth looking at.